Probably some of my best work.
You know what's wrong with it? It's what? That's working.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 6, Kobe Metco.
Who's running?
We live?
And we're back. Sorry, experiencing some technical difficulties here at Husky Field. 2 outs here on the top of the first. Counts 0-0. And the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off. Count will be 0-1. That one shot right back at our camera there behind home. That one goes for a strike. That'll move the count to 0-2. Off speed there, goes for a ball. Looked like a little breaking ball action there. 1-2's the count. 2 outs. Top of the first, here's the pitch. Spikes that one, runner goes. It's gonna put the runner on first and advance the runner that was already on first over to second. And I'll bring up the next batter.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 7, Dylan Doherty.
2 outs here on the top of the first. Runners on first and second for the Pioneers. Brock Selvich on the mound for the Huskies, lefty pitcher. That one a bit high, goes for a ball. Another one a bit high, also goes for a ball. We have a catcher meeting out on the mound. Now, Ben, what do you think of what we've seen so far here out of Brock?
So Brock is throwing a couple. You know what I got to say? He's a good pitcher, but at the moment it seems that he's still warming up a little bit. He's throwing a lot of high balls.
Made very quick work of the first 2 batters, if I would add.
He did, of course.
Perhaps just needs a minute to settle in and find the zone.
Exactly.
See if he can do that here with the next batter up. Here's a pitch. There we go. Strike called. 2-1. That one a bit too low, excuse me, for the ump's liking. Count will be 3-1. It's going to be another walk for the Huskies. That'll load the bases up. And I'll bring up the next Pioneer to the plate.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 12, Nick Bamardio.
See if Brock can work his way out of this inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the first. First pitch goes for a ball. Hasler tries to snatch that one up into the zone. Not good enough for the ump's liking. Count will be 2-0. There we go. That one goes for a strike. 2-1's the count for Brock Selvich up on the mound. Bases loaded. 2 outs here on top of the first. Lefty on lefty matchup, favoring the pitcher for the Huskies. Another ball thrown will move the count to 3-1. Swing and a miss. It's going to work a full count here.
Now, Colin, this is one of those things, you see in the movies. It's the full count. The bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah, quite a bit. It is still early in the game, but you hate to see runners
top of
go.
the first.
Yeah.
That one's
hit
going
into right, deep into right. That one's going to drop. It's going to one Pioneer across. Looks like it's going to be a ground rule double for the Pioneers. That'll bring 2 runs across for the Pioneers. I'll put runners on second and third.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 10, Jackson Moles.
First pitch for new batter. Out of the windup, here we go. One goes for a ball. Pioneer dugout getting pretty rowdy over there, don't you think, Ben?
Oh, yeah. It was so loud I can't even hear myself think.
Trying to get in the mind of Brock Selvich up there on the mound, and seems to be doing a pretty decent job so far as that one's fouled off. Into playable territory, and play is made, and that'll do it here for the top of the first inning.
Wonderful. That was J.D. McLaughlin out there in right field who made that play there.
We'll be back for the bottom of the first. Yeah, I know, but there's just so much more. All right, yeah. All right, thanks for your help.
Thank you, Marco.
Let me see. All right, yeah. Yeah, the wind. Can you tell me how the wind sounds? 'Cause it's pretty. Really? It sounds pretty aggressive on the headset. That might just be like from the wind hitting my actual headset, though. Yeah. So what I think we'll do, I guess we'll see you next game then. So what we can do is between half innings, we'll go silent just like for a break, like we're doing now, and then between innings is when we can give kind of a recap of the inning.
Yeah.
Brock up first.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 5, Brock Selvich.
And we're back here to start the bottom of the first inning. Pitcher number 5, Brock Selvich, steps into the box for the Huskies. Now, Ben, seeing what we've seen so far from the batter Brock, with the rocky start there on the mound. What do you think we see out of here in retaliation?
You know, I'm hoping Brock can be his usual self and keep hitting him over the fence. So we're going to see if he will follow through with that.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of extra base hits for Brock. Done a great job playing DH for the Huskies. That one goes for a ball upstairs. Moves the count to 1-1. But yeah, as I was saying, Brock's done a great job playing DH. A little bit of a rocky start there on the mound, but hopefully he'll rein it in and finish off the game strong. And just on cue, hits one in the outfield. That one will not be able to drop, however. Picked up by the left fielder, the Pioneers.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 4, Justin Bermudez.
Dustin Bermudez, another great pitcher for the Huskies up at the plate. One out here in the bottom of the first. That one's going to go for a ball. Count will be 1-0. That one a bit outside also goes for a ball. Another one goes outside for a ball. Now, Ben, what do you think of this Pioneer pitcher's unique throwing style?
Unique is a great way to describe it. What I see is he starts off extremely slow. You see this? But he's still got an arm.
That Dustin Bermudez able to work a walk there. Put a Husky on base.
That'll bring up number 22, Michael Bruiser, up to bat for the Huskies. Now batting for the Huskies, number 22, Michael Bruiser.
But as you were saying, Ben, a unique throwing style. Kind of has a very close to the body windup. That breaking ball goes for a strike there.
Exactly. You know, I'll make a little golf reference. I don't know if any of you are watching our golfers, but there's a golfer named Hideki Matsuyama. He won the 2015 Phoenix Open, and with his swing, he takes a brief pause at the top of his stance. And that's a pickoff attempt.
There you go.
There we go. I'm learning baseball.
Heck yeah.
Pickoff attempt. An attempt.
No good there. Dustin will stay over there at first.
Exactly. I should have added that.
You'll get there.
I'll learn. That one's fouled off right at our camera there.
Camera is okay.
Camera is bueno. Look at that, I'm bilingual too.
Count's 0-2, one out here. The bottom of the first inning. Runner on first for the Huskies. Breaking ball is going to hit Bruiser. That'll be the second walk for the Huskies.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 23, J.D. McLaughlin. That'll bring up J.D. McLaughlin up to bat.
J.D., a big bat for the Huskies. Let's see what he can do here with some base runners on board.
As the wind picks up here, about knocks off my hat.
Yeah, very, very windy day here at Husky Field.
Get on top of something here.
Gonna need some safety goggles too with all this dust blowing around.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully the players can see all right out there. Runners on first and second for the Huskies. One out here in the bottom of the first. That one's going to be belted on a line to right field.
And that'll load the bases for us.
Runner will stay at third. Great at bat by J.D. McLaughlin there.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 8, Tyler Wilson.
First baseman Tyler Wilson, lefty, up to bat for the Huskies.
Wilson against number 27, Max Kendall, the pitcher for the Pioneers.
JD gifted him some loaded bases too. Let's see what he can do with it here.
Only with one out here in the bottom of the first. Let's see what Wilson can do. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball.
Quite a lot of heat on that pitch there.
You know, he's got a unique stance, but hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, so far from what we've seen, unique throwing motion, but it's proven to be very effective so far. He throws his hat off there. That one's going to go for a strike. Count will be 1-1.
I don't know why I bother sitting.
Here's pitch. Breaking ball. Quite a bit high and outside. That'll move the count to 2-1.
Let's go, get on top.
Huskies been very hesitant at the plate today, don't you think, Ben? Very smart about their swings. Try not to swing at anything, making them pitch to them, as some would say.
Exactly. You know, Huskies being usually very confident in their swings seem to, as you said earlier, just a little bit hesitant today at the plate.
As Tyler Wilson fouls that one off, that'll move the count to 2-2. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the first, 1 out for the Huskies. Pioneers up by 2 runs at the moment. Let's see if the Huskies can retaliate to that. Fastball up and outside, that'll be go for a ball.
You know, a lot of support coming out of both dugouts now. The pitch down low for a ball.
Pioneers are going to walk in a run for the Huskies.
Dustin Ramirez touches home as number 20, Will Maxey, comes up to bat.
Huskies have to be thankful for a gift like that.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 20, Will Maxey.
Let's go, Will. Get on top of something here.
Now, Ben, after a disappointing first inning that we saw out of the Huskies defense, it's nice to see
it is nice to see it.
A little even out there as that first pitch goes for a ball for Will Maxey. But now we see at the other side of the coin and
exactly
a little bit of even out.
What's the old saying? The best defense make a great offense or something?
Another pitch goes for a ball there. 2-0 is the count.
I don't get it, but that's just a saying that I've heard.
Base is still loaded for the Huskies. Still 1 out. Righty Will Maxey up the plate. Check swing. One's going to be a ball. 2-1 is the count.
I believe he called that one a foul ball there.
Oh, maybe it got a piece of the bat.
Make the count 2-1. The pitch. Right down the boulevard there. Is strike called. Down low for a ball. Move it to a full count for Will Maxey.
Is that another one of those low riders
Another
we've been
one
talking
of those
about, Ben?
low riders. One of the fun things here.
Runners for the Huskies get their leads. That one's hit to short. Able to step on second and throw over to first for a double play, and that's going to do it for the first inning.
False. No. Oh, it was a double play. I'm so sorry.
Your score after 1, Pinnacle 2, Hamilton 1. Now, Ben, what do you think of that first inning there? A little bit of give and take for both sides. Perhaps not the strongest performance from both sides we've seen.
You know what? I believe the offense was great on both ends. and the defense could use some work on both ends.
Perhaps what we've seen is defense just needs to warm up a little bit.
Exactly.
You know, perhaps not doing bad. We haven't seen errors per se, just little loose ends need to be tied up for both sides.
Mm-hmm. And I think here in this next inning, we're definitely going to see that.
Absolutely. We'll see how Brock can retaliate to his first inning outing.
So we'll be back right here for the second inning, so stay tuned for more.
What drink? Any color carry. Can we get her to shoot? Would you like anything?
No, I'm all right. You all right? How you doing?
Good, about you?
Good. Might talk a little bit about the pitch. Defense. Pitch is a bit rough.
Yeah.
That gets a shot out of the fence and a bounce over the fence. There's no defense on that.
Yeah.
Come on, Mikey, get on right here. Find a fast one you like it.
Our guy walked two guys and then hit one guy. They walked two guys and hit a guy. Pitch is a little rough right now.
Here we go for the top of the second inning. First pitch right down the middle. That'll go for a strike. Great way to answer for Brock Selvich and the Huskies. 0-1's the count. Moving quick. Here's the next pitch. Strike two. Moving with authority here is Brock Selvich. One's going to be hit to second. Weird bounce, able to field it. Throw over to first. In time for the out. That's going to put away the first batter of the second inning. Very powerful and effective start there for Brock Selvich and the Huskies. Lefty on lefty matchup now. Bunt attempt goes foul. Oh, and 1's count. Here's the second pitch. Right down the boulevard. 0-2's count.
Now, Colin, you know all my trademark, my sayings are trademarks. You can't steal too many of them.
You know, once I became the voice of Hamilton High School.
I don't know about that one there.
That
Down
one's-
low for a ball.
That one's a low rider.
Okay, now you're
Right.
getting there.
Treading on thin ice over here.
But hey, I'll give you the rights to say whatever you want.
Well, with that being said, swing and a miss there. First strikeout of the game for Brock Selvich. 2 outs here in the top of the second. But as I was saying with Mr. Famous Benjamin Gerdick over there.
Number 4, Nolan Brooks.
But with Ben giving me the right to say whatever I want, I think I'm going to take on the name of the voice of Hamilton High School, Mr. Colin Hansen.
I'll give you the co-voice.
The co-voice. Well, that's quite an honor.
But I'm still the voice of Hamilton.
No, I would never do that to you, Ben. First pitch there goes inside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Answers right back with a strike. I'll move the count to 1-1. No one's going to be fouled, just barely out of play down the right field. One and two's count. Here's the pitch. Owen's hit into the gap and right. It's going to roll back to the wall. That'll be a double for the Pioneers.
And now batting for the Pioneers, number 2, Jack Jepson. I don't know if you want any condiments or anything. I'll just lay it with it down anyway.
Stay down, Jack. All right, Jack. Hey, play. Stay where you stand now.
We got Jack Jepson here at the plate against number 5, Brock Selvage, the pitcher for the Huskies. The pitch right down the boulevard for a strike. Move the count to 0-1 with 2 outs in the top of the second, correction, with Nolan Brooks there on second base. Breaking ball, they called a ball. Move the count to 1-1. Got him. So that'll be strike 2. Move the count to 1-2.
Runner on second for the Pioneers. 1-2's the count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Here's pitch. Great stop there by catcher number 9, Kyle Asler. Able to keep it in front of him. He'll keep the runner there over there at second. 2-2's the count. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Brock Selvage this inning. And that's going to do it here for the top of the second. And we'll be back for the bottom of the second inning.
Groovy. Okay, you can have that one. Groovy. That pitch was groovy there.
Why you got to give me the sucky catchphrase?
That was good.
Groovy?
Groovy.
Groovy's a sucky catchphrase.
What do you think of your own? I come up with all mine.
I came up with the voice of Hamilton High.
The voice?
That is mine.
I had to shoot you for that one.
I already had the Instagram handle. I had everything.
You had everything, and I stole it.
Yeah, you
Yep,
stole it.
I stole your identity.
Taking you to court.
What did we agree on? You're the head broadcaster of Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
I'll be the head announcer.
Yeah, there's so much bread on those hot dogs. And it's like stale almost.
She's got to buy different bread. The hot dogs are fine though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
So I just ripped off the top one and like folded the bottom one around it.
What? The buns, yeah. Thanks for doing this, by the way. I really appreciate it. I kept getting chewed out for it, so.
Go eat.
Got in over your head, huh?
Yeah. Now batting for the Huskies, number 1, Easton Irwin.
And we're back. Start out here in the bottom of the second inning. Easton Irwin start out for the Huskies. First pitch. Up high, swing and a miss.
Let's go.
0-1 will be the count.
What'd you do with your bread?
That one quite a bit inside. We'll go for a ball. We'll move the count to 1-1. Pass ball there. Move the count to 2-1. That one's going to be popped out to left. Excuse me, to shortstop. That'll put away the runner, Easton Irwin.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 7, Brandon Hill. So we got number 7, Brandon Hill, coming up to bat here for the Huskies. Next, Kendall's pitch will go right up to the boulevard for a strike. Make the count 0-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Up high for a ball. Seems Max Kendall, the pitcher for the Pioneers, seems to be all over the place. That one is hit to left field. Going back to the ball. That'll be a double for Brandon Hill. Now batting for the Huskies, number 9, Kyle Hassler.
Hey, pick him up, Hass. Great place. Great place.
Impressive hit for second baseman number 7, Brandon Hill. Let's see if Kyle Hassler can bring him in here for the Huskies.
Go, Kyle.
Breaking ball. Not over the plate, goes for a ball. That one's fouled up into the parking lot. Oh, gonna be saved by a tree. I'm sure one lucky fan out there is pretty happy by that. Perhaps Benjamin after the scare we had earlier in the season.
Yep, that's me, everybody. My car almost got hit. I don't know if we can recall that. I know that was in the game against, what was it, Mesquite? Not Mesquite. We played.
I believe that was Mesquite, first game of the season.
Must have been. Yep, my car is okay, everybody, just to be sure. That one is hit to center field, going
deep,
back,
deep, deep.
back.
That's going to be a ground rule double to center, which will bring in a runner for the Huskies, and that's going to tie the game up.
Booyah! Brandon Hill crosses the plate.
Booyah indeed, Benjamin.
Now you're stealing everything, aren't you, Colin?
That's my job.
We got Brock Selvage up to bat. Here we go.
Great, powerful ground rule doubled right to dead center for the Huskies.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 5, Brock Selvage.
Let's go, Brock. Come on, Brock.
Runner on second for the Huskies. First pitch, breaking ball, a bit too high. Count will be 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the third. Excuse me, bottom of the second. So that one's chopped to third and it bounces off the glove, and that's going to sneak through for a hit.
Wait, keep going, D.
That'll put runners on the corners for the Huskies.
Go, kid.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 4, Dustin Bermudez.
Lucky AB there by Brock Selvage. Able to sneak one by the third baseman and get on base and advance the runner over to third, all without losing an out. What do you think about that play there, Ben?
Fantastic. That's pretty much all I can say about that.
So we have a pitcher meeting going on for the Pioneers.
Now, ground rule double. I knew what that one is, actually. When I didn't go to umpiring school, but I wanted to, and become an umpire. The first thing that I found out was a ground rule double is that when the ball's in play and, you know, hits something, is ejected or something, and then goes over the wall, that's a ground rule double. See? You learn something new every day, everybody.
That is correct. We've seen 2 ground rule doubles this game already.
Exactly.
Don't see that all that often either.
No, the first 2 this season, to my knowledge. Boom, strike called.
Take it that way.
Count 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runners on the corners for the Huskies. That one's going to be hit over to second. It's going to sneak through to center, and it's going to bring another run over for the Huskies.
Another runner, huh?
All right, Michael, let's
bring
go,
up
kid.
number 22.
Keep it going.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 22, Michael Bruiser.
Got runners on first and second for the Huskies. Michael Bruiser at the plate. Michael Bruiser, another big bat for the Huskies.
Mm-hmm. With a runner on second, the pitch. Ball to be called. With a runner on first and a runner on second. Only with 1 out in the bottom of the second.
See, as we can hope he avoids the double play here.
Good eye, good
Little
eye.
low rider there for a ball. Count will be 2-0.
You know what? Here's my proposal. I got a feeling. I take it back already.
That one's
Going
into
back.
the gap and left.
Back! So long!
That's going to be a 3-run jack for Michael Bruiser.
Phenomenal.
Deep shot to the gap and left.
As I heard from a fan, that was pretty sweet. I'm going to have to agree with him.
I am also going to have to agree. That was a great shot. Perfect sounded off the bat. Right, you know, where you want it. Towards the scoreboard and the left. Just a beautiful shot. It's going to move the score up 6-2 for the Huskies.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 23, J.D. McLaughlin.
And Ben, the best part about this inning, it's not done yet.
Hey, good take, JD. Good take.
That first ball goes for a strike for JD.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Indeed.
And I'm not singing yet.
We've seen 5 runs for the Huskies in the bottom of the second inning,
Exactly.
including that huge 3-run jack from Michael Bruiser, and we've still got arguably one of the best bats up for the Huskies. Number 23, J.D. McLaughlin up to bat.
Now, you want to hear the proposal I was going to make earlier. Brock Selvage was going to walk. He's going to load the bases. J.D. McLaughlin would come up to bat. Boom, over the wall.
Ooh, well, actually not that far off there,
Ball
Ben.
right there.
JD's going to get one to drop
Good way,
there in the
JD.
shallow
Hey,
gap
keep
and
it going,
left.
kid.
He's going to get yet another Husky batter up this inning.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 8, Tyler Wilson. They call him T-Money, apparently, as I just heard from the dugout. What a nickname.
T-Money, that's pretty respectful, I would say. That's
Correction, it's T-Willie.
T-Willie,
Not-
okay.
But, hey, T-Money's pretty good. Maybe I'll just start calling him that.
T-Money, maybe we need to implement that. That first pitch there goes for a ball. Count will be 1-0. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
You know, some people call me B-Money.
Ben, I'm going to go ahead and say no one calls you that.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you there.
This second pitch goes a bit up and outside there. Ball 2. T-Willie, that makes a bit more sense. Tyler Wilson.
Yeah, it does make a lot more sense.
Although T-Money.
But T-Money, that's not bad. Ball call. Move the count to 3-0.
A little bit of a low rider there, don't you think, Ben?
It wasn't that low, Colin.
You know what?
But you know what? It was low enough.
It was low enough. Low enough for it not to be a strike.
That one's going up.
Up
Going
and
up
back.
to center field. Is that one? That one's out of here.
That's another home run for the Huskies. A 2-run shot from T. Willie.
From T. Willie. Love it. Wow, a 2-run home run by Tyler Wilson.
That away, Tyler. That away, kid.
Phenomenal. I can't believe it.
Neither can I.
I'm tearing up.
7 runs in the bottom of this second inning. And most importantly, we still got
It's
two
not
outs
over
left.
yet.
We still got 2 outs left in the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 20, Will Maxey.
Breaking ball there, a bit low. Count will be 1-0.
A bit low, it'll be 1-0. Rhymes. I think it'll rhyme anytime. Hey-o.
Hey, good lead.
Right down the boulevard. We go for a strike. Strike.
8-2, your score here, with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Now, Ben, the Huskies offense really teeing off on this pitcher. For
Exactly.
Pinnacle. Teeing off, to say the least. I would say 7 runs in the bottom of this second inning, 2 of them being home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Seen a 3-run shot and a 2-run shot so far. I've already
Booyah.
seen a pitcher meeting out in the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if there's any action going on in the Pioneer bullpen. That one's going to be hit to short. That's going to be the second out of the bottom of the second inning, as Will Maxey's retired over there at first.
Mm-hmm.
Go
It'll
eat.
bring up Easton Irwin.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 1, Easton Irwin.
Breaking ball
Hey, good
goes
take,
for a
yep.
strike.
Great take.
Count will be 0-1. Going a bit low and outside. That'll move the count to 1-1. Another breaking ball there. Gets out in front of it.
Good job, E.
Able to foul that one
Hey,
off.
work hard now. Work hard with 2. Come on.
Count will be 1-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Very productive inning so far for your Huskies. Easton Irwin able to work another ball out of that one. That'll even up the count at 2-2. 2 outs here in the second. A lot of 2s going on, Ben. A lot of 2s.
Mm-hmm. Not sure where that one went.
Way to
One's
work.
fouled back. It'll keep the count at 2-2.
Now we actually have our competition here right beside us. We have the EVIT Broadcasting Group, which is a phenomenal program. Down low. Colin, what do we call that?
That's a low rider, Ben.
Can you go any lower?
A low rider.
How about a low rider?
Anyways, that'll move it to a full count, 3-2.
Hey, way to work. Got a kid.
Next pitch fouled off. Easton Irwin really working this at bat. That's what we like to see out of our Huskies.
Mm-hmm.
Not giving up even after we've put up 7 runs in this inning already.
But hey, it doesn't hurt to keep going.
Absolutely not. Especially when you got the advantage at this pitcher like we do right now.
Mm-hmm.
One's going to be hit, and it's going to sneak through into center for a base hit.
Booyah! Irwin will take first base with Brandon Hill coming up to bat.
Booyah indeed.
Booyah! Now batting for the Huskies, number 7, Brandon Hill.
Now, I believe if we have not already, that's going to make our way all the way through the order in this inning already.
Yes, it will. There'll be a ball called there. So we've 9 at-bats in this inning.
Impressive.
Extremely. Now that'll make it 10, won't it?
That one
Inside.
runner goes. And he's in there at second.
Successful stolen base there. Now is there a fancy way to say that?
Just going to say stolen bag.
job, buddy.
Thank you, Papa.
Nice throw, Trey.
Another stolen bag? We can say that.
Stolen back.
We got a thief out on the field.
Easton Irwin, very quick running the bases over there.
Quite the dancer, if I do say so myself.
That pitch going to go for a ball. It's going to move the count to 3-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner in scoring position for the Huskies. Brandon Hill up to bat. Here's pitch. Strike.
Move the count to 3-1 with 2 outs still in the bottom of the second.
That one's going to pass. Runner's going to go. And that'll put Brandon Hill over at first as well. Runners on the corners for the Huskies.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 9, Kyle Hassler.
I believe we're going to see a pitching change here for the Pioneers.
I think so.
Looks as though number 17 is going to come in to pitch. And who's that going to be, Benjamin?
Well, we're going to find out momentarily, aren't we? Neat name. And then we got a lefty on the mound. Yeah, throwing heat already. It was a little bit up top. John Modric warming up on the mound with Kyle Hassler coming at the bat here momentarily. Throwing a lot of low and outside balls here. Let's see what we can do at this at-bat. Now entering the game and pitching for the Pioneers, number 17, John Modric.
Go, Kyle. Come on, Hal.
John Modric enters the game for the Pioneers, their pitcher. Putting out number 27, Max Kendall, who allowed 7 runs this inning. One of them being a 3-run homer, the other one being a 2-run home run. And the pitch down low for a ball. Move the count to 1-0 with 2 outs. With runners on the corners, that'll be Irwin on third, Brandon Hill on first. Fouled off.
Hey, good hack.
Right by the car again. Move the count to 1-1 here at this at bat with 2 outs. Still in the bottom of the second. They go down low for a ball, and Irwin comes and takes home. And Irwin stole home. Isn't that what, is that what we call it, Colin?
I believe so. Not a traditional stealing in a way, but able to take home on the pass ball.
Wild pitch. So just a wild pitch there. Bringing Irwin home. And oh, I missed a player. Brock Selvage comes at the bat. Oh nope, Kyle Hass is still at the bat. Swing and a miss. Strike two, move the count to 2-2.
Hey, work hard here now.
A phenomenal inning. Wouldn't you say so, Colin?
Absolutely, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Indeed.
8 runs this inning for the Huskies offense.
Oh, got a tip of it.
Out away. Out away. Hey, win a battle.
Able to get a piece of it and stay alive there.
Mm-hmm. Your score here at Husky Field is 2-9 in favor of the Huskies. Quite a score, especially in only 2 innings.
Well, especially in how the game started out for the Huskies, too.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Allowing 2 runs.
Yeah, and the several walks in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Able to bounce back very respectively.
Indeed.
That ball bounces, runner will stay at second, and that'll move to a full count.
So we have 1 runner in scoring position. That'll be Brandon Hill on second. The only runner out there, with Hassler here up to bat. Full count with 2 outs. Let's see what he can do. The pitch. It's a hold of it. That ball, throw to first. Got him. And that'll finally end the bottom of the 2nd inning. What an inning, Colin.
Yeah, a lot to unpack there.
Uh-huh.
Very one-sided inning, if I may
Indeed.
add. 8 runs there put up for the Huskies there. What do you think about that, Ben? 2 home runs.
2 home runs. That just the home runs alone brought in 5 runs.
Indeed, a 3-run shot and a 2-run shot. Very impressive bat swinging by the Huskies there in the bottom of the 2nd.
Indeed. And a mix of the bat swinging and Max Kendall's pitching, you get 8 runs.
Absolutely. Let's also not forget Brock Selridge's impressive outing there in the top of the 2nd.
Exactly.
Sat down the first 2 batters very quickly and able to end off the inning without putting up any runs.
Mm-hmm. He got a nice little break there, as he was only at bat once in the bottom of the 2nd.
Indeed, got a lot of time to rest.
He did.
2 strikeouts there from top of the 2nd for him.
Pitch is now being a little bit high from what I can see. And I believe what you saw just at the plate catching was Ty Corcoran, who is, I guess you would say, what, the backup catcher?
Yeah, usually teams have a catcher because the catching gear usually takes a minute to get on. So teams usually have a catcher or a coach go out there for the first minute of the warm-ups to get the pitcher out there started while the catcher gets all suited up.
Perfect. Well, he was doing good from what I could see. All you, Captain. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 5, Trey Newman.
And here we go to start the 3rd. Trey Newman up to bat for the Pioneers. First pitch going to go for a ball. Second pitch, bit low.
For these guys.
Gonna be ball 2. Counts 2-0.
Out of kid, good pitch.
Strike call. 2-1's count.
Duck and cover there.
That one a bit up. It'll be ball 3. Count will be 3-1. As the wind picks up here again at Husky Field. Strike call. Full count. 3-2. Top of the third. I want a bit up, and that's going to walk the first batter of the inning.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 6, Colby Kmetko.
First pitch going to be a bit inside. Count will be 1-0.
Get us a ground ball, huh? Here we go.
Gets a piece of that one. Count will move to 1-1.
Colby Kmetko here up to bat. The pitch, check swing. Strike hold. Move the count to 1-2 with 0 outs and a runner on first here in the top of the third inning. Pitch, down low.
Good pitch.
Move the count to 2-2.
Come on now.
Kyle Hassler jumping up and out of his shoes there.
Yeah, that ball gets away from him. Able to keep it in front of him, though. We'll keep the runner there at first.
Gets a hold of it and throw. Save.
Good job, Kyle. Gotta hang on to that one.
Brock
Good pitch. Here we
able
go.
to record a strikeout there. That'll put 1 out up in the top of the third. However, the runner able to advance on the steal.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 7, Dylan Doherty. Swing and a miss. Strike called. Make the count 0-1 with 1 out. With a runner on second. Runner with a pretty heavy leadoff.
Yeah, no one covering over there at the moment. Here's the throw.
Yeah!
Got
And
it!
they got him!
Not a way to get it, Kyle.
Wow, Ben, little foreshadowing there. Big leadoff.
That
and,
was.
I think Kyle was thinking the same thing you were.
You know what? I think this might sound crazy, but I think I can see into the future.
Great minds think alike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, however it happened, Kyle Hassler able to get the runner there at second. Ooh,
Adam, what a play there.
Great
Boom!
Impressive play there. Will Maxey.
Wow.
Great scoop there. Very tricky bounce, able to scoop it and get the throw over in time to first to put away the side. Wow, what a great way to end the inning. Or excuse me, end the half inning there for the Huskies.
Exactly. But we'll be back with more, so stay tuned for the bottom of the third inning. Wow.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. A new pitcher? Is that 9?
Yep.
Zach Lane.
Lame.
Zach Lane.
I thought it was lame. I was like, that'd be a tough name in high school.
Mr. Lame. So Selvage coming up to bat.
Come out to bat.
Okay, you don't gotta be a dick about it.
This is the voice of Hamilton.
That sounds like Brett Palmer's impersonation of me. The voice of Hamilton. So now entering the game and pitching. Pioneers number 9, Zach Lane, and now batting for the Huskies number 5, Brock Selvage. Now entering the game and pitching for the Pioneers. Number 9, Zach Lane. And now batting for the Huskies, number 5, Brock Selvage. That first hit belted out. Gone. So long.
Wow.
Look at a solo home run for Brock Selvage there. What a way to start off the bottom of the third.
Wow. First pitch, new pitcher too, I would add, for the Pioneers. Way to welcome in the new pitch.
Away, Brock.
First pitch. It's going to be belted over the wall and left. It's going to put up another run for the Huskies.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 4, Justin Bermudez.
Breaking ball outside.
Well, the Pioneers got to be careful here. They've already allowed 10 runs.
I was going to say the same thing there, Ben. 8 runs so far, I believe 10 is the mercy rule. As that ball there goes for a strike, we'll move the count to 1-1.
So we are 8 runs ahead. Got to be careful. 2 more runs, and game over. After 5 innings. Correction.
One's going to be fouled back. Count will be 1-2.
J.D. McLaughlin right there. Hello, J.D. And the pitch.
Breaking ball hit into right, and it's going to drop.
That'll bring up the next batter, Michael Bruiser.
Bermudez over there on first. No outs here in the bottom of the third. 1 run already scored off the solo
Now
shot
batting
from
for
Brock
the
Selvage.
Huskies, number 22, Michael Bruiser. Now, how would I announce that now?
Pitch runner comes in. Isaiah Adams.
Isaiah's playing defense, and now I think they've entered Isaiah into the DH. Yeah, he's batting for himself. Yeah.
Seems to become some confusion as Isaiah Adams comes in to pinch run for Dustin Bermudez over there at first.
Well, Dustin Bermudez is actually the designated hitter for shortstop number 3, Isaiah Adams. Isaiah Adams has been playing defense but now I believe he will take over the full responsibility. Down low.
Good eye, Mike.
A low rider.
One's going to go for a ball. Count will be 1-0.
With no outs and already a run.
You know, Ben, we've seen an ending like this before.
You know what? It's looking very familiar.
That next pitch goes for a ball. That'll move the count to 2-0. Pickoff attempt.
Oh.
Ball gets away from him, and the runner will go. Gonna run. He's gonna round second. Going for third.
And Isaiah Adams will take third base with a wild pickoff attempt.
Able to go into third standing as well, too.
Very, very impressive.
Gotta say, not the start to the game that I think the Pioneers were looking for.
Not at all. We've already seen 3 different pitchers here, the Pioneers, and who knows how many more we will see. Go down low for a ball and make the count 3-0.
Let's hope the Huskies can keep their foot on the gas here.
All gas, no brakes.
Indeed. Up by 8 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Oh,
Able to work a walk out of that one. That'll put runners on the corners for their Huskies. With no outs.
now batting for the Huskies, number 23, J.D. McLaughlin. J.D. McLaughlin coming up to bat now for the Huskies.
Let's go, JD Barrel.
Zach Lane, the new pitcher for the Pioneers here.
First righty so far for the Pioneers today. Catcher for the Pioneers, able to keep that ball in front of him, keep the runners there. Got some fans just showing up that I think are going to be very disappointed here in a bit, Ben.
Indeed. Well, I hate to break them.
Gets a hold of that one, sends that one to right. That's going to roll all the way back to the wall.
That'll bring home Isaiah Adams.
Out of the way, JD. Nice rip,
It's going to be a 1-run double for J.D. McLaughlin. And I'll put the other runner over at third.
And now batting for the Huskies, number 8, Tyler Wilson.
Catcher meeting at the mound.
Okay, yeah, beat me to the punch, Colin. Jump right in.
Excuse me, Ben.
No, you're absolutely
my
fine.
My apologies.
No, you know what? You are wonderful, and you know more about baseball than I do, so I'll give you that.
Thank you, Ben.
Hey, my pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
No, it's certainly my pleasure.
Tyler Wilson steps into the box for the Huskies. First baseman. Here's pitch.
Gets a
First
hold of
pitch.
it, and that'll bring in 1 runner, and that'll bring in 2 runners.
Out of the way, Tyler.
Would you look at that?
First pitch for T. Willie. He's gonna
T. Willie.
He's going to rip one down the first base line into the outfield. He's going to bring in 2 of his Husky teammates. And that's going to, more importantly, bring the score to 13 for the Huskies, 2 for the Pioneers, as we have yet another pitching change.
Yet another pitcher. That'll bring in number 16. That'll be Braden Salas. Let's see, Colin, I'm going to have to ask you to help me to pronounce this one. That'll be number 16 right there.
I'm going to go with Salas.
Salas.
Actually, I'm going to go with Solace.
Salas.
But you know what?
I hope so.
At the rate we've seen the pitchers for the Pioneers go, I don't think it's going to matter too much at this point.
I don't think so. So 16's going to come in and pitch for the Pioneers. I don't know if a new pitch is what they need.
No, I think they need maybe a new
Team.
Oh my goodness, man.
I'm kidding, everybody. We're having a great competition.
All in good fun over here at Husky Field. Sparking some old rivalries. State final game 2 years ago. Hashing some bitter feelings out here. Releasing some frustrations. The Huskies today.
This better not have been how the state final went. Whew. Go ahead. So that'll bring up Will Maxey. Now entering the game and pitching for the Pioneers, number 16, Braden Salas. And now batting for the Huskies, number 20, Will Maxey.
Third baseman, number 20, Will Maxey, steps into the box for the Huskies. First pitch, Spike throws over to second, and that's going to go into the outfield.
That'll be Tyler Wilson who will take the third base.
Practice at 5:30. Hey! What time is it? Thank you. See you later.
Yeah, have a good break. I'm sure I'll see you somewhere or talk to you.
Count's going to be 1-0 as the runner advances to third. Another pitch in the dirt. Catcher able to keep it in front of him. Count will move to 2-0.
Salas throwing some, can I call them flat tires? You know, a low rider.
Low rider.
That's like right off the ground, like a flat tire's on the ground. That'd
You know-
be, you know what? That's my new trademark. That one hit.
One's going to be fouled off. Count will move to 2-1.
That
know,
ball
Ben,
will hit our equipment. You go ahead.
I've never heard the term flat tire in baseball before.
Well, of course you haven't. You haven't heard me.
That
This
is
is-
true.
It is my. It's one of my many sayings. You see, another flat tire.
Counts 3-1. Runner on third for the Huskies. No outs here in the bottom of the third.
Up high. That'll bring Will Maxey to a walk. He'll take first base with Easton Irwin coming up to bat. Now batting for the Huskies, number 1, Easton Irwin.
Wind picking up here again at Husky Fields. We apologize for any of you headphone listeners out there. Runners on the corners for the Huskies. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's a pitch. Low and outside, goes for a ball.
You know, this wind reminds me of. Are you familiar with the movie Smokey and the Bandit at all?
I have not.
Are you not? Actually, one of the Huskies' assistant coaches, Mike Spears, that's one of his favorite movies. And there's this one scene, up high, way upstairs for a ball, bring the count to 2-0. His favorite line is, "You can think about it, but don't do it." Anyway, there's a scene where the cop is driving in the car with his son. Low rider, 3-0. So I'm in the middle of telling a story, and this pitcher keeps interrupting me.
Yeah, how rude of him.
How rude of Brandon Salas.
Oh, Salas. I'm sorry. I'm still on the
Salas.
last pitch. Anyways, continue, Benjamin.
And his hat blows off, and he goes, "Daddy, my hat blew off." It was, "By God, I hope your head was in it."
That one's popped up to shallow center. Play is made. Runners will go back to their respective bases. And that's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Let's go, Caesar.
Now entering the game and batting for the Huskies. Number 6, Cesar Martinez.
New player in for the Huskies, number 6, Cesar Martinez. Cesar? C-E-S-A-R. Just gonna throw that out there.
C-E-A-S-E-R. Is there an A?
I do not believe there is.
Oh, you're right. Ha! You know what? I'm thinking of Julius Caesar. That's like S-A-E. Whoa! Way inside.
Way high, too. First pitch really coming at him there.
Well, to make the count 1-0.
You know, what we've seen so far out of Brandon Salas is either pitches in the dirt or very high and mostly inside.
Swing and a miss. With the count of 1-1. Yeah, it's rather a flat tire upstairs.
Yeah.
You know what? You can't have both. You cannot have a flat tire upstairs.
You know, assuming that flat tire is a baseball term.
You know, I'm making it a baseball term.
Get the
tip of it.
Fouls that one back. Move the count to 1-2.
Brock Savage right next to our camera there.
Hi, Brock.
Hello, Brock. You're playing great, kiddo. With a solo home run in this inning.
He's just doing it all for the Huskies out there, isn't he? He's pitching, hitting home runs, going and getting the foul balls.
He's going to start coaching here pretty soon.
Runners on the corners for the Huskies. One out here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss.
That'll get him. His second out. Now batting for the Huskies, number 9, Kyle Hassler.
Catcher number 9 stepping in the box for the Huskies. Runners on runners on the corners. 2 outs as the
wind.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Daddy, my hat flew off. By God, I hope your head was in it.
Hat flies off the pitcher there as he throws a pitch.
That was the whole story I was trying to tell earlier. That was a line from the movie. Great movie with Burt Reynolds and Jackie Gleason. Movie's older than you are.
I think a lot of things older than I am, Ben.
There is.
Including you.
Actually, no. In a mental age, yes. Oh! That gets a piece of him.
Looks as though that hit him in the forearm there. Looks pretty painful, so he'll trot over to first. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to load the bases for the Huskies. 2 outs here in the bottom of the
Selvage coming up to bat. This is going to be great.
Wow. Another inning where we've ran through the order.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 5, Brock Selvage.
So now back-to-back innings where we've ran through the order all in one inning. Now Brock Selvage coming back up to bat as we see number 15 coming into pinch run. Now Brock Selvage coming back up to bat. Already solo shot in this inning on the first pitch of the inning. As that first pitch goes for a strike.
Now it's Ryan Figueroa coming up on first base now. Pinch running for Easton Irwin, I believe. It's a piece of it.
That one shot into the stands. Ooh, great catch by a fan.
He actually did make the catch.
Oh, sorry. Sun got in my eyes there.
Yeah.
Would have been very impressed. Would have been a barehanded grab.
That would. I recall, must have been at the softball game, I saw a gentleman just make a beautiful catch. Yeah, no, flat tire. I got a feeling if one of the coaches watches the broadcast, I'm going to get in trouble for the flat tire thing. But hey, I'm having a blast right now.
That's all that matters, Ben. I think the Huskies are having a blast out there,
swing and a miss! And that'll do it for that inning.
It's That's going to be the end of the third. Your score after 3. Hamilton 13, Pinnacle 2. So Ben, what are your thoughts on that third inning there? See another home run.
That's about all I can say is wow.
Another set of pitchers come and gone for the Pioneers.
Now we have another pitcher for the Huskies now.
Tally
Number
Wright.
25, Tally Wright.
Quite an exotic character in the Husky dugout. A very loud out there, fun guy to be around.
Exactly.
Nothing but good things to say.
Now he pitched the last game, I believe, when we played Castile. Now the Castillo Desert Ridge, he was a starting pitcher. So let's see what he can do for us in this inning. Maybe he can speed it up. But only one way to find out, so stay tuned for more, everybody. You want to do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you do PA? Yeah. While I go use the restroom? This is all you need right there. This mic. Just switch it on.
Now entering the game and pitching for the Huskies, number 25, Tally Wright. And now batting for the Pioneers, number 12, Nick Bamarto. I can't on here. It's just on out. On the board? I don't know. No, I can't. It's all over there.
All right, Bomb, let's go.
And we're back. Start off the fourth. First pitch from new pitcher Tally Wright. It's a bit high. It'll go for a ball. Second pitch, a low rider. It'll be ball 2. Tally Wright throwing heat out here to start. Swing and a miss. 2-1's count.
Upstairs for a ball. Like the count 3-1 in the top of the fourth. I think a ball 4. That'll be a walk for number 12, Nick. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the last name.
I called it Bamarto.
Bamardo, actually.
Bamarto? Oh. Too late for remorse as Nick
23. He's new.
goes out there.
23. Dylan Vesperman. Now entering the game and batting for the Pioneers, Number 23, Dylan Fesperman.
New batter for the Pioneers, Dylan Fesperman. He takes the first pitch and rips it foul.
Let's see a quick catcher meeting.
Tally steps off. As the batter sets back in the mound. And here we go. Counts 0-1. Top of the fourth inning. Here's pitch. Up high, swing and a miss.
It's strike two. Move the count to 0-2 with no outs in the top of the fourth.
That one's going to stay for a ball. Count will be 1-2. Runner on first for the Pioneers. Huskies up by a modest 11 runs as that one's faintly hit to left and play is made. That'll bring up number 3 for the Pioneers.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 3, Mike Ferraro.
Mike Ferraro out to bat for the Pioneers. Tally right up on the mound for the Huskies. Matchup off Hassler's head. Ump will give him a second.
Give him a second. It looks like he's going to give him a ball.
He's going to give a word to Tally out there, too, as well. As they share a smile heading back.
It's always nice to see that.
Always nice. Good sportsmanship goes a long way in today's game, especially in the game of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Umps have it pretty bad out there.
Oh, yeah.
Although often deserved. But they usually get the
Going
short
up.
end of the stick.
Tyler Wilson. Boom. Makes the catch. Look at Mike Ferraro out. That'll bring up number 20, Nick Frantantoni. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 20, Nick Frantantoni. I guess this is the name right, Frantantoni. I hope so. That or the fans are just mocking me. Flat tire.
First pitch goes for a quote-unquote flat tire. I'm going to move the count to 1-0. 2 outs here. The top of the fourth. Runner on first for the Pioneers. Lefty in the box.
Good pitch.
That one a low rider.
There you go. You got a low rider, a flat tire, upstairs.
Now, Ben, for our listeners at home, can you explain the difference between a low rider and a flat tire? Both terms, I just want to throw that out there. Both terms you have completely made up.
Oh yeah, I made them. Yeah, I made them all up. So a low rider is when it just stays right up off the ground. You know the low rider cars that they got like the airbags on the bottom. To keep the car off the ground, they're so low. And a flat tire is when the ball actually hits the ground. You see the fluff of dust. That's a flat tire. Just both terms.
Thank you for that explanation.
Hey, my pleasure.
Thank you all for listening. Stay tuned for the more action in the bottom of the fourth. Booyah. Frantantoni.
I'm going to be able to do all these games,
Yeah.
and there'll be some games that I can come over after the softball game's over if it gets done earlier, so I won't be here for all of them. I won't be here for anything over the break. Any home games, I won't be
I think we just have one on the Colin said he can do them.
Whatever you guys want to do, that's up to you guys.
Yeah.
You figure it out. I'm going to miss one when we come back, and that's on the 4th of April.
Okay. Then we'll figure it out, or we'll find one of the parents or something. But they're taking it off my plate, so I appreciate it immensely.
Yep.
I'm sure you get tired of hearing us, though.
You may have to retire the flat tire.
That's pretty good, though, huh?
Might have to retire the flat tire.
What would you call it?
Ball in the dirt.
It's unique.
It is
It's
what
out
it
there.
is.
It's interesting.
It's unique. It's out there.
I just quoted you, basically.
Flat. I don't know. Flat tire. Just it seems, like I said, the coach is gonna chew me out. That's Pez.
Yeah, I know.
Pez.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah. Pez listened to the first broadcast and he came out to us. He goes, "Ben, come on."
His
All right.
exact words, like when we met him for the first time, his exact words were, "Ugh." That was the first thing that came out of his mouth. Ugh.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
we all
us feel
start
good.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, oh, that's a good note to start on.
Number 3.
Number 15's pitch. I don't know if that was the same guy or not.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 3, Isaiah Adams.
Here we go to start the bottom of the 4th.
Would you turn Swedish over the break?
I did turn Swedish over.
We're
the
gonna
break.
start.
Get some meatballs going in the concession stands.
Yes.
Everything's fine and dandy.
Mm-hmm. Move the count to 1-1 with Isaiah Adams. And we actually have a new pitcher now.
Yeah, I
Number
was just gonna
15,
say.
Mike Riley is on the mound for Pinnacle.
Moving quite fast, I would add. Seen 3 pitches.
Upstairs. Now that one's all right. People will say that one.
Yeah, upstairs.
Okay.
That's a.
I didn't come up with that
It's a
one.
proper baseball term.
Yeah.
Upstairs. 2-1's count.
Going up.
Gonna be hit high to left.
This is a good catch by number 20, Nick Frantantoni in
was-
left field.
It was an okay catch, Ben.
Yeah, he made the catch. He got him out.
It was an okay catch. If it was, if it was Michael Bruiser or JD, it'd be a great catch.
It'd be wonderful. It was a good
it'd
catch.
be an outstanding catch.
Good catch, Nick.
Sports Center top 10 potentially, but that was
batting for the
that was just a good catch.
Number 22, Michael Bruiser.
Speaking of the bruise man himself,
We weren't.
I just said if it was Michael Bruiser out there. playing
Oh, yes. So we were. Bruise Man.
Bruise man.
Oh! That scared. Oh. I jumped out of my shoes, everybody. Oh.
That one a bit too upstairs.
You know what? That was on purpose. They know his capabilities.
Don't know about that one, Benjamin, but let's hope it was.
Well, maybe I think. I can't say that. Never mind.
However, that one
Now
did come in
batting for the
quite
Huskies.
fast for
Number
Michael
23,
Bruiser.
JD
We hope he's all right
McLaughlin.
over there at first. See if JD can get some revenge for his teammate over there.
It's a pace of it. A throw to second. Got him. Throw to first. And JD will be safe and on time.
I was going to say not in time, referring to the throw, not the run. So JD's going to be safe over there at first.
What? Oh, yes.
Sorry, I'm confusing you, Benjamin.
I confuse myself. I do a fine job of doing it myself.
Nick Hahn coming into the game for the Huskies.
Strike called. Move the count to 0-1.
Runner on first for the Huskies. 2 outs here as he chases one out of the zone. We'll move the count to 0-2.
With 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. This might be the first inning, the first scoreless inning of this mighty game. Spoke too soon, maybe.
He's going to belt that one on a line to center.
That'll bring up Will Maxey to bat.
Nice base hit there for new batter for the Husky, Nick Hahn. Nicholas Hahn.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 20, Will Maxey. So with J.D. McLaughlin safely at second, Nick Hahn safely at first, we're looking pretty good. Pitch. Flat tire.
Able to keep it in front of him, though. The runners will stay.
Now you're ready.
We apologize for everyone listening again for the tremendous wind here at Husky Field. Seems to be coming and going quite ferociously.
Oh, swing and a miss. Bring the count to 1-2 with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 4th with 2 runners on. With Tally right up here and on deck. The pitch gets a hold of it. And passes second baseman. That'll bring in J.D. McLaughlin.
Let's go, T-Dub!
That'll bring another runner aboard for the Huskies. Move the score to Hamilton 14, Pinnacle 2. Off that single shot to center.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 25, Tally Wright.
Tally Wright, a fan favorite here at Husky Field.
I
don't you
heard
think,
that
Ben?
over there. The fans love him.
Let's see if he can put on a show for the fans out here. At the plate, at least, besides his show he's been putting on there at the mound. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch is going to go for a ball.
You know what? I did speak too soon because it's not a scoreless inning anymore.
Indeed it is not. Huskies always seem to prove us wrong in the rightest of ways, don't they, Ben?
That wasn't quite a flat tire. That was like super early.
A little bit of a wild pitch there.
It's like a bumper falling off. I don't know. I'm just messing around, everybody.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Tally right at the plate. Oh, took a hack at that one, though. He was swinging for the fences there, don't you think, Ben?
Mm-hmm. It's a hold of it. It's a piece of it, correction. That's 2-1. There's 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Way up high, way upstairs. That ball is knocking on heaven's door. No, that's a good one.
Ben, you're just all over the place today, aren't you?
I'm having a blast, man. That's
Ben, you need to look into the kid casting program for the D-backs. I'm sure they would just love you.
Oh, there's
Tally
a-
Wright gets a piece
oh.
of that. Bat flips angrily as he chops it back to the pitcher to retire the inning.
mm-hmm.
After 4, Ben, only 1 run put up there for the Huskies.
Mm-hmm.
A-
Very similar to the first inning, to the bottom of the first inning, I should say.
Yeah, very uneventful inning compared to other innings we've seen so far.
Compared to the second and third.
Yes, indeed. Your score after 4, Hamilton 14, Pinnacle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for more.
This might be the last inning, the last half inning. So here we are at Husky Field. At Husky Field. I think you can just still hear it, even though it's muted.
Yeah, but if I can hear it,
Oh.
be cautious.
Oh, so for instance, it's not muted right now.
Pinnacle to put up 3 runs here.
Salmon. Logan Salmon. Now entering the game and pitching for the Huskies, number 12, Logan Solomon. And now batting for the Pioneers, number 4, Nolan Brooks.
You'll get there, Ben.
I'll get it eventually, let me tell you. I think I got a flat tire myself. Sitting down too long.
First pitch of the 5th inning.
Swing and a miss. Hey.
Swing and a miss. Starts off the inning 0-1. New
Great
pitcher
way to
in for the
start.
Huskies, Logan Salomon. Righty. Throws a breaking ball for a ball. Count will move to 1-1.
No, we got Ty Corcoran behind the plate now.
New catcher in as well. Guess perhaps these are the luxuries you get when you're up by, what is it now, 12 runs?
12, yeah. I mean, it's 2-1's the count, with no outs. Up high, that's coming right at us.
It's going to be barely in play.
Oh!
Play almost
Just
made
missed.
there by Tyler Corcoran.
Corcoran.
Excuse me.
Hey, pretty close. You'll get it.
Sorry, Benjamin.
You are absolutely fine.
My dearest apologies.
I forgive you. Anyway, counts 2-2.
Indeed it is.
Indeed.
2-2 here in the top of the 5th. No outs.
Oh!
Swing and a miss. Gets a piece of catcher Tyler Corcoran. Seems to be all right. That one's going to be
Fouled
fouled off. Oh, excuse me, Benjamin.
No, excuse me. I'm so sorry. You know what? You have this half inning. You go for it. You've earned it.
You know what? I want you to have it, Benjamin.
I think we should do it together.
All right.
So who's going to talk?
2-2 is the count here. No outs here on the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, it's a pace of it.
Great sliding stop there by Short. Not able to make the scoop, though. Nick Hahn over there at first. It's going to leave the runner on at first for the Pioneers.
Mm-hmm. You got
gonna-
Jack Jespin coming up to bat.
It's going to be the first error for the Huskies as well.
Mm-hmm. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 2, Jack Jepson.
Bunt attempt.
Oh, not in time.
Pretty
Logan
decent
Salomon.
bunt attempt there, I would add.
That, you know what? I'd say more than decent because it worked.
Touche.
We got number 21 now. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so unfortunately, he won't be announced.
Ooh.
21, Nick Hinrichs? Heinrichs?
I believe that's Henricks.
Hinrichs?
Well, we'll see him here on the broadcast. Hopefully
Yeah,
he feels special
he's getting
watching
some
it
love.
later. Check swing. Still goes for a strike. 0-1's count. Runners on first and second for the Pioneers. No outs here on the top of the 5th.
Mm-hmm. So Logan Salomon here working the... Oh. Check swing and a ball called upstairs. Not too high, not too low, but still too high. Jepson with a heavy lead off of first.
Runners go. Off the pass ball, they'll advance safely to second and third, respectively.
So 2 runners in scoring position. Still with Nick, number 21, Nick, who up to bat.
Henricks, Benjamin. Henricks.
I'll just ask him. Hey, buddy. Can you pronounce your last name? Thank you.
Should have asked him when he was on deck over here.
I don't want to bother the players.
Very true, very true.
Strike 2. Move the count to 2-2 with no outs in the top of the 5th. Now they actually have a chance right now to avoid a run rule.
Indeed they do.
Swing and a miss. That'll bring the first out of this inning. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 6, Colby Kmetko.
As you just heard Benjamin majestically announce, Colby Kmetko up to bat for the Pioneers.
Strike called. I don't know about majestically. But
I actually do know. It would be majestically. Majestically is a bit of an understatement, actually.
Why, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that.
Pleasure's all mine, Benjamin.
Certainly mine. Hits a hold of it. That'll be fouled off the first base line.
Runners on second and third for the Pioneers.
2 runners in scoring position, correct?
Correct.
You see, look at this.
You are learning, Benjamin. The Huskies are so proud of you.
I bet they are. Up top. Move the count to 1-2. With 1 out. With Logan Salomon on the mound. Swing and a miss.
Way out in front of that one. Logan Solomon really fooled him there.
No!
Tyler Corcoran accidentally throws that one over the first baseman into the outfield, and that's going to bring a runner across for the Pioneers.
Well, that's a little upsetting, but
Good news is
it is what it is.
Good news is it's only 1 run.
It is only 1 run.
Run rule is still potentially in
Now
effect.
I'm confused on what happened there.
So
He swung and he missed.
So on a drop strike 3 call, the runner still has to be either tagged or forced out. So if you saw there, Tyler Corcoran reached to try and tag him with the ball, missed. So he had to throw it to first to get the force out and just overthrew the force out, and that led to the run and the runner being safe at first.
So technically he stole first base.
In a sense,
In
yeah.
a sense, that's impressive. So we've had a runner steal almost every base.
Counts 1-1. Runners on the corners for the Pioneers. That one goes upstairs for a ball. Two and one's the count. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That one's fouled up into playable territory.
Gets a player in the dugout.
Ooh. Lands in the Pioneer dugout. Hope anyone affected was okay. Play is not able to be made. Move the count to 2-2.
Swing and a miss. That'll bring the second out of the top of the 5th.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. That'll bring up Nick Bomarito.
Bomarito.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 12, Nick Bomarito.
That's better. You guys did a good job. Took 3 tries, didn't it?
It did. Took me long enough. You see, everybody, I'll learn eventually. That's what I say almost every day.
That one's fouled back. Count will start out at 0-1.
Now I'm curious, how was I pronouncing it before?
I am
Bamario?
Bamarto? Not sure. Ooh. That one
That'll
sneaks
bring
through.
in a second run this inning. That'll bring up number 23, Dylan Vesperman. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 23, Dylan Vesperman.
Now with the Huskies still being up by 10 runs, the run rule would be in effect if they are able to escape this inning without giving up another run.
Strike called.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Need to get this batter out or one of the base runners out to end this game here.
Indeed.
Indeed. Second pitch in the dirt. Move the count to 1-1.
Yeah, we call those, don't you?
I think I know what you call
I
those.
think I exactly what I call them. Maybe a flat tire.
1-1's count. Runners on first and second.
2 outs.
Top of the 5th. Here's pitch.
Strike 2 with a count to 1-2 with a runner on first and a runner on second. That'll be 1 runner in scoring position. Ball called. 2-2. It's one of those movie moments, almost. Oh!
That one's hit right over the third baseman's glove, and it's going to bring a run across for the Pioneers, and that is going to take off the run rule effect.
That'll bring up number 3, Mike Ferraro. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 3, Mike Ferraro. Strike called. You know what? I jinxed it.
I think you did, Benjamin.
It always happens.
Gosh darn it. Gets a piece of that one, send it to the gap and right,
Michael Bruger out there to make the catch.
and more importantly, retire the side.
Exactly. Now 1 run will end the game.
Basically.
So stay tuned for possibly the bottom of the 5th and final inning. Stay tuned. Your score, 14-5.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt and sweats. Of course you are, because you're a There's nothing I would love to do. Thank you, Sam.
Cesar Martinez here, up to bat. Now, I think you all can still hear me, even though we have the mics muted. So We'll be back with more for you all. Now batting for the Huskies, number 6, Cesar Martinez. So welcome back, everybody, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score here at Husky Field.
Good, how you doing? Is your boy doing good?
5-14. A pitch that went up top and inside. The count will be 1-0. Another on top and inside.
Oh, how's she doing?
And the pitch high and inside again. Gonna go for ball 3.
But he's doing pretty well. He's sort of being a life on Donald. But he is living over there. And within like 2 days, he found his girlfriend and they've inseparable. She's wonderful, but
That'll bring up number 13, Ty Corcoran.
she's a very nice girl. She's wonderful.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 13, Ty Corcoran.
No, because no, they're all. So are you doing Pinnacle?
Oh my God. What's all that? She just give it to you all? Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Strike called.
You guys are calling this quick so I can start.
Don't hit them all.
I'll be doing this every once in a while because I do the JV girls.
So we got Cesar Martinez here on first base with Ty Corcoran here up at the plate. Counts 1-1, no outs. The pitch going up and fouled, trying to make it. Not in time. So foul ball, move the count to 1-2. You want one? No. It's just a lot of bread. Oh, no, it's good. Seems no action is on the field. Seems everybody's paused. Everybody's frozen. It's not that cold, everybody. There we go. Great hit. Going past third baseman. Cesar Martinez will take second base. Ty Corcoran will take first with Brock Selvage coming up to bat. Now batting for the Huskies, number 5, Brock Selvage. And pinch runner, number 15, Ryan Figueroa. The pitch inside. The pitch going up. Up top. Who's got it? Oh, and he drops the ball. They're going to call it no. So they're going to call it an infield fly. That'll be the first out this inning. Now it's one of those times where the umps, deserve the heat. Well, that's upsetting. And Isaiah Adams up here to bat.
Runners on first and second for the Huskies.
Up top.
We apologize again for any wind you guys are hearing on the stream. It's pretty windy here at Husky Field today.
Up top again. Upstairs. Their score, 14-5 here at Husky Field. Just in case any of you forgot. Swing and a miss. Swing.
And a miss.
That could be your thing.
Really? That could be my thing?
You came up with it.
I get a thing?
You do get a thing.
Aw.
You also have groovy.
I get groovy.
We have
groovy.
Groovy. Inside.
Quite-
Isaiah Adams.
Quite up and inside, might add.
Quite up and inside.
Runners on first and second, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1's the count, and remember, one run here ends the ball game for the Huskies via run rule. And
Up
that
top
pitch
in the guest bedroom.
that pitch is gonna walk Isaiah Wright, which will load the bases.
Isaiah Adams.
Isaiah Adams, excuse me, Benjamin. That's gonna bring up Michael Bruiser.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 22, Michael Bruiser. Bruiseman.
Bruiseman hit by a pitch quite ferociously earlier in the game. Seems to be all right, though.
Mike. Now, as we remember, in the very first game of the season here at home, just the pitch, gets a hold of it. That's it.
Pioneers able to turn two and keep the game alive.
Double play there.
Throwing home there to get the lead runner out and still having time to throw over and get the runner out at first.
Exactly. So we're still here at Husky Field. It's not over yet, folks. Your score, 5-14.
In favor of the Huskies.
This is the first inning for the Huskies that they did not score. So, we will see you all back here momentarily. Stay tuned. Check. Go for it. I'm going to scarf down this hot dog.
Make sure to unmute yourself
Here, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, drive that. Let's go.
Well, welcome back. The count's 1-1 with Nick, France, and Tony up to bat for the Pioneers. Strike two's called. Swing and a miss. So that'll bring up number 4.
Good cut, Nick. Good cut.
Nolan Brooks. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 4, Nolan Brooks.
Come on, Nolan.
First pitch for Nolan Brooks is up top. Move the count to 1-0 with 1 out in the top of the 6th. As the wind picks up, sorry again, everybody, for the awful wind we have here. Pitch to go for a ball. Strike called. With the count to 3-1 for Nolan Brooks. And a lead, a walk for Nolan Brooks as Jack Jespin comes up to bat. Now batting for the Pioneers, number 2, Jack Jepson.
First pitch comes at him there, a bit up and inside. Fouls that one off. Count will move to 1-1. Swing and a miss. That'll move the count to 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first for the Pioneers. That one a bit too high, lays off. Count will even up at 2-2. Gets him there for a strikeout. Swinging strikeout.
All right, be ready right here. Come on, Nick.
First pitch goes for a ball. Count will be at 1-0. Fastball inside goes for a ball.
All right, here we go. Come on, Nick.
Another fastball. This one goes for a strike. Count moves 2-1.
I'm getting excited, everybody. I don't know why. This is an intense game here. Fouled off.
Benjamin,
Yes, sir.
have you looked at the scoreboard recently?
Counts 3-1.
Your Huskies up by 9 runs. Score of 14-5. I don't know how intense of a game it is. Certainly a fun one to watch, though.
It is.
Getting to see some players out of the Huskies we don't see
Going
very
up.
often.
Who's got it? Who? That'll be Cesar Martinez to make the play there. Out number 3. Now, Colin. Can the Huskies get a run here?
I believe they can.
I think they're more than capable.
I think they're beyond capable of doing
Well,
so.
we're going to see.
We will. Stay tuned to find out.
Frank, you can get distracted a little bit over here.
Mr. Pez, you're going to love this broadcast. It is. Well, one, my knowledge of baseball has improved.
Well, it had nowhere to go, Ben.
It's improved and come up with new terms for things that have had terms for 100 years.
Ben has.
Oh, they're great.
Well, no, I was listening to that. I was like, and then I get this, and I was like, that's right. And I looked over at you. No. Oh, I know.
You ready for this one, though? When a ball hits the dirt, the dirt pops up.
I just want for the record to show I'm not a part of this.
I think it works. It's great. I explain it so people know. I call it a flat tire. So yeah, okay. Let me explain. So the balls that come in super, super low, inches off the ground, we call them low riders. Balls? No, I call them low riders. Yeah.
You do. So does the 1950s.
If people know what it means, does it work?
Off tires when a guy runs out of his shoe.
Yeah, get back in the dugout there, Pez.
Now to bat is J.D. McLaughlin. Now batting for the Huskies, number 23, J.D. McLaughlin.
You know what, Ben? I'm just going to throw this out there.
Solo
shot. J.D. McLaughlin ends the game.
He's the man to do it.
I'm calling it right now. Money's on the table. Breaking ball, first pitch. That's good. Laid off it. Didn't want it. Not the pitch he wants to hit. That's fine.
I didn't like it either.
You know what? I didn't like it either. So watching over here, a bit too high.
There it is. Nope.
You know what? We'll take it. That'll put him on. That's going to be a double down the right field line. You know what? That's close enough.
You know what? I'll give it to you. That was impressive.
I called 4 bases on a solo shot. He got 2. I'm going to take half my money.
Yeah. We're not betting everybody, just to clarify.
Yeah, figuratively, metaphorically, money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring up number 16, Nick Hahn.
Now batting for the Huskies, number 16, Nick Hahn. So Nick Hahn comes up to bat with J.D. McLaughlin on second. Maybe Nick Hahn's the man to do it. Breaking ball called.
Going a bit high, goes for a ball as well. 2-0 count.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss there.
I think that's from, what is that, Wayne's World?
Swing. Wayne's World, Wayne's World.
2-1's count. JD on second for the Huskies. That ball goes a bit high. Upstairs.
A bit high.
Moves count 3-1.
Who we got behind the plate now? Oh, Nick Henricks.
Oh, so you do know how to say his last name.
Oh. Fouled off.
Full count worked.
Make the count 3-2. Full count. It's one of those movie scenes, except with no outs.
You can't say that for every full count, Benjamin.
Oh, he got him.
Umpire's going to ring him up there. We might have to go to the video review on that one.
Let's do it.
We'll have to look at that one in
we
post.
Can't? Bummer. So we have Will Max comes back. Is he the man to do it?
I think he just might be. I think he's got it in him. I think
he's going to have to be.
I see
Breaking
the fire
ball for a
inside of him.
strike.
I see the fire inside of him.
Yeah.
Consistent starter for the Huskies. I think he's got it. I don't know. Maybe not a solo shot. Well, it'd be a 2-run shot, but maybe not a home run. Maybe just a shot to bring JD in. And here we go.
And JD coming
That's gonna
in.
be a
He's
shot.
rounding third. He's headed for home. Home sweet home.
How do you know?
And he made it. And that'll cap off the end of the inning. Well, the end of the game.
Wow.
You know what? JD was the one to do it. You know, Will Maxey was the one to do it.
Will Maxey was the one to bat in JD. A little combined action. I called JD. You called Will Maxey. We're going to take some. We're going to give some.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm going to say that's a win. And Benjamin, I would also like to add, let the record show, we have not broadcasted a game the Huskies have lost yet.
We have not.
We are a good luck charm for the Huskies. Mr. Pez, if you are listening, Coach Woods, if you are listening, I think you need to
Spears.
bring us back.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it here for us at Husky Field. Your final, Hamilton 15, Pinnacle 5. Benjamin, what are your thoughts on the game today?
It's over?
It is over. It is the final.
Oh, I'm just messing with you.
The handshakes are going on. The game is done.
And here they come. They're going to do some sprints here.
Indeed. The Husky, well, I would say it's a Husker tradition, but we've seen it out of quite a few teams. What are your thoughts on the game? Couple of shots, some big hits, some big
Some
pitching
great
innings.
hits. Some, what's that? We've had 3 home runs this game. 3 home runs this game. A 3-run homer, a 2-run homer, and a solo home run.
Indeed, one of them being by our pitcher to start the game,
Brock
Mr.
Sel-
Brock
yeah.
Selvich, indeed. Great
Very,
game.
very impressive.
A little bit of a rocky start to the game on the mound. For both sides, I would say.
Oh,
Able to
yeah.
pick it up for the Huskies side, at least. Pioneers.
I would say so.
I can't say the same for the Pioneers. Coming back in the second inning, giving up 8 runs and then another 4 in the third. Great game offensively for the Huskies. We hope they can bounce back and do it again. And that's going to do it for us at Husky Field.
Exactly. I'm your co-host, Benjamin Gerdick, the voice of Hamilton High.
And I'm Colin Hanson. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
So long, everybody.